Say yes.
Just shake
Yes,
your
ma'am.
head.
Say yes,
Volunteer for
ma'am.
leadership rounds.
Say yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right.
There you go.
All right, welcome everybody, and I don't know, our Public Information Office, I don't believe can scan the whole room to see that there's a lot of great law enforcement, our great PD that's in attendance here today. And for those of you on Facebook, bear with us, it's gonna be very lengthy because we like saying nice things about our police department. They're the best of the best. So we're gonna proclaim today as Law Enforcement Day in the city of Valdosta, whereas the mission of the Valdosta Police Department, which is made up of 167 sworn personnel, 27 non-sworn support personnel, and 14 part-time employees, is to provide the best law enforcement service to the citizens of Valdosta and to all who visit our city. And whereas these dedicated public servants endure a rewarding yet very dangerous calling and are constantly faced with the unknown and the unpredictable while fulfilling their job responsibilities. And whereas the BPD was above the Federal Bureau of Investigation national average in their solving of Part 1 crimes, which include homicide, rape, robbery, aggravated assault, motor vehicle theft, and burglary for the year of 2021. And whereas the BPD was recertified in 2020 through the State Law Enforcement Certification Program, a voluntary program through the Georgia Association of Chiefs of Police, and has recertified every 3 years since 1999. And whereas the BPD also received international reaccreditation in 2021, the 8th reaccreditation through Commission on Accreditation for Law Enforcement, CALEA, since 1999 for maintaining compliance with 459 law enforcement related standards, which serve as benchmarks for professionalism and service delivery in the field of law enforcement. And whereas the BPD received Crime Lab reaccreditation in 2021 through the National Accreditation Board and first reaccreditation cycle since 2015 for maintaining forensic testing standards, and continues to be the first locally operated crime lab in Georgia to attain such a distinction. The very first question I asked the chief when I was elected. Whereas the citizens of Valdosta have voiced their approval of the BPD as evidenced by the 96% approval rating on the 2021 Citizens Satisfaction Survey. And whereas as a result of its positive presence in our community, the BPD has successfully implemented community policing programs such as the Citizens Police Academy, Police Chaplain Program, Neighborhood Watch Programs, and Drug Abuse Resistance Education. And BPD members contribute countless hours to life-changing programs that impact citizens and their families. And whereas the city of Valdosta, other municipalities, and organizations who support law enforcement agencies across our country seek to recognize the honorable career field of law enforcement and its positive impact in our community. Now, therefore, I, Scott James Matheson, Mayor of Valdosta, Georgia, do hereby proclaim January 10th, 2022 to be Law Enforcement Appreciation Day, and I sincerely pass on the city of Valdosta and all its employees, all the citizens as well, our sincere appreciation. You guys are amazing at what you do. Thank you very much. Chief, speech.
Well, I'm gonna turn it over to the city manager first.
Oh, okay.
Believe me, mine will not be as long as
Oh,
that.
come on.
Good morning, everybody. Good to see everybody. You know, I just want each of you to know that I just don't take one day out of the year to celebrate law enforcement and what you guys do. Every day of the year, I celebrate each of you, say a prayer for you, and just admire the dedication to our community. I think wherever I go and I do a presentation, I let everybody know, y'all, some of y'all have heard this over the years, you're the best of the best in the nation, and I always say that. You know, it's been a struggle for law enforcement the last few years, but I think why it's really affected us is because we were doing the right things all along, and we continue just to bolster that and make that even more substantial. So, again, thank you. I'm always forever grateful for your service, your sacrifice to our community, but also share this with your families. You know, we've heard this over the last few retirements. Without that support system, I understand you guys can't do what you do. So please thank your family and their sacrifices that they have to share you with the city of Valdosta. So again, just thank each of you, and thank you for your sacrifices, and again, just a shining example of how a police department should be ran around the United States. So thank you each so much for what you do, and please share this with the folks that can't be here. Thank you very much.
First off, on behalf of the men and women of the Valdosta Valdosta Police Department. We thank our mayor for being here, we thank our city manager for being here, and we thank you for the support that you give to our department. Elected officials as well as city employees. We do get a lot of support from the city, and I couldn't imagine working at a better place where we get support from not only our community, but our city officials as well, so thank you for that. On a personal note, I want to thank each and every one of you who wears this badge and comes in every day. We've been through a lot in the past few years. I couldn't think of a better team or a better family to go through this with. We've been there together, we're gonna continue to be there together, and I am honored to wear the same uniform, to wear the same badge as each and every one of you. We are a big family. I thank the world of every single one of y'all, and like I said, I couldn't imagine serving our community with a better bunch of people than you all, so thank you.
Show it off.
Read it again.
Yeah.
I don't have my glasses. Go this way. I gotta hold it up high.
It's a challenge.
Thank you.